Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today. I don't even know why, but welcome back to my channel, Journey to Zoe. I'm so excited for this video, and I'm so glad for all of you to come and join me on this journey that we've been on together. We've gone past 3 videos, so you know what? Consistency. Let's give a round of applause for that, because you know what, it's actually not easy to be consistent. This YouTube thing, it's not easy, but you know what, we're on this journey together and we're going to keep going together, so it's okay. Today I wanted to talk about gifts and talents. Okay, now there's a reason why I'm talking about this, but I'll get to it. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I was younger, when people spoke about having gifts and talents and using your gifts and using your talents, I only saw talented, you being talented if you were maybe a singer, maybe if you could sing really good, or you could get up on the podium and preach really good, or you could act, or you could dance really, really well, or you were academically gifted, or you know, just specific things. For me, it was like, okay, if I can't sing, I never said I couldn't sing, or if I drop a vocal for you, I'm just kidding. But for me, it was like, if you couldn't sing, if you couldn't dance, if you couldn't do something that was like what other people saw as whoa, I didn't see that as a talent. And I thought that way for such a long time. And do you know what? That whole concept right there belongs in the bin, okay? Because it is rubbish. Like, I have come to understand that each and every single person has a gift. Gifts are something that has come from the Lord. It even says that. It says each and every one of us has a gift. And it's our duty to use the gifts that we've been given. Basically, there's this story in the Bible. There's this story of these 3 men. Don't worry, sit back and relax. I'm about to tell you a story, okay? Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna rap it for you. Dun, 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 dun. One day there were 3 young men. They had 3 gifts. Oh, let's say their names were Harry, John, and Ben. God gave them some talents, and each of them, okay, I'm gonna stop there. No, okay, so there's this story, and basically, so there were these 3 men, and they were each given a different amount of talents. One of them got 1, the other got 2, and then I think the other got like 4 or 5 or something like that. And basically they all had to use these talents and then come back again to the master and tell the master what they had done with these talents. Now the first one used all his talents, and you know, the master said very well done, and the second one also did the same thing. The third one, however, he was like, ooh, I only have this one talent, let me not screw it up. And that's how we think a lot with a lot of things in our life. We're like, let me not screw this up, because if I screw it up. So he went to go hide his talents, and he hid it somewhere, okay? And in his head, he was like, oh, okay, at least I can go back to the master and at least give it back and say, oh, you know, at least I still have it, right? So when he came back to the master, he was like, oh, well, you know, I didn't really do anything with my talent. I hid it. So the last man didn't use his talent, and the master asked him why he hadn't used any of his talents, or why he didn't build interest on it. And basically the moral of the story is, for us, God wants us to use the talents that he has given us. Every single person has a talent, okay? And this man that I was listening to that was talking about talent, he was like, if you know what your talent is and you're not using it, you are selfish. You are selfish. And I held my head and I said, the pressure is getting what's like literally, if it's one thing to not know your talent, and there are ways where you can find out your talent or your purpose. It's another thing to actually know the gift that God has placed inside you and you deliberately not using it. That in itself is, you know, two types of wrong. It's really important, I think, to step into that talent, no matter how big, no matter how small. Some people's talents are honestly making other people feeling good, making other people feel comfortable. Like, there are some people that you talk to and you just have to smile. I don't know, they just make you smile, they just make you laugh, they brighten up a room. For you to be able to walk into a room and make someone comfortable, do you know how amazing that is? Not everybody can do that. For you to be able to talk to someone and literally, like, that conversation that you had with that person, for that conversation to help someone else so much, that is a talent in its own. If your talent is to write, if you've always had a thing for writing, my friend, grab your pen and write. If your talent is to rap, you better rap. If your talent is to cook, cook to the glory of God, man. Cook your pounded yam, cook your jollof rice. It does not matter. I was reading a great book by Dr. Sam Ekudaya, the Purpose Preacher. Everybody should, I'm gonna put his Instagram handle in the comments below. He's absolutely amazing. In his book, it's called, oh my gosh, I have to show you guys, wait. I'm back, did you miss me? All right, this is his book. It is called Purpose in Crisis. Now, in his book, there's a bit that he talks about a lot of things in his book, but basically he says there's this lady who came to him after the service, and he was talking about purpose. All right, his whole thing is about purpose and finding your purpose. And if you having trouble knowing what your purpose is, I recommend. It's such a good read. And basically he was saying this lady came up to him after church, and she was telling him she just loves to cook. Like, when she cooks, she feels the most fulfilled. She feels joy. She's cooking for other people, not necessarily herself. She feels so much joy doing it. But she was discouraged by other people because people told her comments such as, cooking is not going to help you financially. You're not going to be able to sustain yourself. If God has placed that gift in you and it is your dream to be the best cook, you can do anything. Philippians 4:13, I can do anything through Christ who gives me strength. So if you know and you're confident that, hey, cooking is my dream, I am great at it, and people have also told you that you're great at it. It's not the one, me, I say I'm a great cook, but it depends on who's eating my food. But if people have told you that you are amazing at this thing, my goodness, go for it. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let any comment, not every comment is a negative one. Sometimes people are just saying those things for your best interest as well. But don't let any comment stop you from using your gifts, from using your talent. And you know what? I am not just doing this video for you guys. I am also doing it for myself, because I had this conversation with myself. I was like, Shania, I was like, God has been lately exposing these gifts that he has instilled in me, and I want to use them. And something that I have been doing for a while, and I think I told you guys about this in my very first video, is I love to write. I love to write poems. I love to write music. I love to write raps. It's something that comes easy to me. I feel like that's something with gifts as well. If it's something that comes really easy to you, it doesn't necessarily have to be easy every single time you do it, but it just comes naturally to you. That is a gift that you have. I have written a couple things here and there, but no, it is something that I do want to share with the world, and I do want people to see, and so that one day I can go back and say to God, yes, I have used the gifts that you've given me. Yes, I have used the talents that you've given me. So after this video, I'm going to be attaching this video that I did. It was around 2 years ago. It was called Hope, and I put it on my Instagram page. And so I'm going to start with this. Trust me, there's a lot more that I've written, and I am going to be posting it on here for you guys to see, and I hope it impacts someone and helps someone. And I really hope that everyone really searches inside themselves and figure out what your gift is and use it, and don't be afraid. And I know it's so easy to say don't be afraid, because if someone told me to stand up now and talk in front of people, I would be shaking. I was shaking like a jellyfish, honestly. But you can do it. You can do it. People before you have done it, people after you will do it. So what is stopping you from doing it? You can absolutely do it. And that is your encouragement for the week. And I don't know, I love you guys, and thank you so much for continually watching. It really, really means a lot to me. I can't wait to grow with you all. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye. So there's been a lot happening in our world lately, and I just wanted to tell you all how I felt. Hope you like it. Lord Jesus, why is the world in so much pain? We're here and we're calling out loud at your name. Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah El Shaddai. Jehovah, all we can do now is just cry and cry. Lord, you said you would walk with us through the valley's end. No death or life can separate us, can't comprehend. Lord, surround your children now, we need your love and grace. The world has flipped us upside down, can't keep up the pace. How do you cope when your country's done down to ashes? That was a big jump from normally watching football matches. How do you live when a plague is striking left and right? When you've been told to stay home, stay out of sight? Where's the strength when your brother's seen choked to death? I can't breathe as he took his final breath. We're trying to stay happy, Lord, we're trying to stay alive. We're gonna keep on breathing, please lift us up inside. Help my brothers and sisters in Lebanon, Beirut. Help them come together, bring their country from the roots. Provide justice once again to those who are in need. Restore the heart of Zimbabwe so we can all sing Kumbaya. Old, young, rich and poor, help us to love each other every day more and more. For the angels that we've loved, they've loved to spread their wings. We'll see you on one day in heaven, and all we'll do is sing. Time is coming when we all sing hallelujah. We'll clap and dance and maybe sing Shabuya. But until then, let's all keep the faith, because God's name shall forever be praised.